Hello, my friends. Today we are beginning a whole new adventure with whoever the heck that little thing in that bundle is. Ugh, disgusting little child. Anyway, we are playing Teslagrad, a Metroidvania game with, I guess, electrical stuff and all that. That's what I know about it. That's about it. We're gonna go into a new game. Well, I also know that it's apparently a good game. That as well. Those two small facts I understand. Oh, hello, Miss, Libanowski. That is her name, Miss Libnowski. I'm almost 100% certain we won't have to remember that name because I'm pretty sure we won't see her again after this video. But it's fine, don't worry. We're just spending our time, our young adolescent years, growing up in, I have no clue what this town is called. I don't know. Heinrichsburg. It looks kind of German, doesn't it? Doesn't it give you a German vibe? Yeah, it's totally German. And of course, our adolescent years are cut short by what can only be described as Santa Clauses trying to attack us. Miss Libanowski, can I leave? I'm not terribly happy about... You want me to run? Okay, fine. Hello, George. I'm going to call him George until we get a better name for him. I don't know if he has a name or not, but there you go, George. Apparently, we're in, I'm going to guess, some sort of fascist regime. Not because I think it's German or anything, which is, oh, that's terrible. But more because, you know, I saw the posters, and there's a bunch of Santa Clauses running around. What is more fascist than a Santa Claus? I don't know, probably anything outside of that. Anyway, George does appear, in the very least, to be quite a nimble person. I mean... I'm going to level with you. I've done some parkour in my time, but this guy just doesn't... Oh, my word. George, I'm sorry. I was going to call you nimble, but that did not turn out well for you at all. I'm sorry, George. I'm very sorry about that small issue there. Can we land on this? Oh, nice. What the heck is this? Is that a bunch of dead bodies? That is disgusting. Who would do... Or is that a stat? That's probably a statue and not a bunch of dead bodies, let's face it. I mean, it's hard to tell, but that's probably the case. I mean, I don't exactly know what anyone would be doing measuring out the weight of a bunch of dead bodies, unless, of course, they were trying to sell them. But I don't know. How much can you get for a standard dead body? Oh, look at that guy. He thinks he's being real sneaky down there. Friend... You will not catch us, don't worry. All of your sneakiness is worthless in the face of George, who appears to be some sort of exceptional parkour master. Anything here? No? Okay. We seem to be okay. Can the Santa Claus... Okay, they can jump. I mean, they... Ow? Did I just fall into electricity? I'm going to level with you. That was a small mistake on my part. I was paying more attention to the Santa Claus that was chasing us than I was to the electric field that was below our feet. Admittedly, it should always be noted that you should pay far more attention to electric fields than Santa Clauses, especially when the electric field is so abundantly capable of killing you at any moment. Although I guess... I mean, I'm pretty sure that in this particular situation, the Santa Claus and the electric field are of relatively similar threat to us. Ah, George is just going for it. I mean, I'd like to know exactly what's going on here because this is almost certainly going to be exceptionally traumatizing for George in the future. And I would like to know why George has to suffer such immense trauma on account of a bunch of disgusting Santa Clauses chasing us. They're almost definitely communist Santa Clauses, though. I mean, you got the combination of... Oh, hello. Are you the captain of the guard? Can you tell your friends to stop chasing? No? Okay, fine. Fine, I'm just gonna keep running. I hope you don't mind. Actually, George seems to be, like, significantly faster than this guy when he's not shoving his face into a broken walkway. Goodbye, mate. Yeah, get wrecked. Get wrecked, kid. I mean, I'm slowly sliding down this. This is gonna be quite a drop, actually. George should probably get over here, but that guy got wrecked. Where are we exactly? Are we in the castle? Is it just me, or is running from the town guards into a castle probably not the best idea? I mean, I would have imagined that the town guards run any castle in this particular town. Hey, dude, how's it going up there? I saw him, by the way. He's up in the rafters. Don't worry. Oh, my word. Okay. So we've got some sort of nice, images of electricity, I guess. It looks like we've got elf number 1 is capable of touching a spider and becoming electrified, which sounds really dangerous, but, you know, there you go. And elf number 2 can then levitate. Okay. So if we are now the elves, we touch him and then we... Oh, cool. Yeah, apparently this game is all about electricity and using electricity to our advantage. What is this thing? I mean, I'm gonna level with you. It's kind of amazing. I'm pretty sure it's gonna kill us if it gets at us, but I'm just gonna say it looks quite nice. What do we have here? Anything good? Well, we've got a lot of electricity that seems to be very interested in killing us. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. So we do have to... Ow! I'm so sorry, George. George has been vaporized once again. I feel like George is going to be vaporized probably quite a bit in the course of this series. We shouldn't feel too bad for poor vaporized George. What the heck? How do we get up there? There is a disgusting banner that is just blocking our path there, which is more than a bit of a nuisance for Mr. George. I mean, we're going to try to get in there again. I don't 100% know if we have to. I'm pretty sure it's completely unnecessary. Not even certain we can. It doesn't look like we have the capability. Thank you, robots, for electrocuting us. I quite appreciate that. Unfortunately. Huh, what is this? Oh, I see. So we've got what are, in essence, a bunch of magnets here. And we have to try our best to not get crushed to death. I like not getting crushed to death. I think we're quite good at that, actually. So apparently, as I said, this is a Metroidvania-style game. We will be getting powers at some point, but right now George is a fairly useless creature. He's just a small, tiny little child. What are these things? They're fireflies? Oh! I like whatever the heck that is. Controller? How do we use that on... Okay. So do we have any powers? Ooh, what's this? Oh, we can punch stuff. I like punching stuff. Oh, we can punch stuff with 2 fists. Okay, so left is blue. Oh, cool. So we bluified that thing. And I guess right is red, and we'll redify that thing. And I'll pretend that that did anything of any value and say that we succeeded. That was brilliant. We've done great things today, I guess. I mean, I literally have no clue why I just punched those blocks. I guess technically that's a tutorial thing, probably. George, we're not going to metagame too much, George, but I'm pretty sure that was a tutorial. I don't know if George understands tutorials. Being, of course, a creature of this particular world at this point, and is probably unaware of the fact that he's in a video game. I'm sure he'll figure it out eventually, because most video game characters suffer an existential crisis at some point, but, you know, that's how it goes. What do we have here? Is this a doorway? Yes, but it's an openable doorway, and this appears to be some sort of thing? I guess it's... Oh, this is basically an elevator, isn't it? Oh, that's nice. I like non-standard elevators. Those are great. Man, this glove is pretty good, isn't it? I mean, I'm gonna level with you. I understood that it was pretty darn nice when it did a few small blocks, but when it's hitting a block that big, mate, this guy's got some actual power on him at this point. What is this? Punch certain blocks, not other blocks. Hey, you! Get punched, mate! Get punched! Okay, he doesn't care. He literally does not care in the slightest about our punches. Can we hit this? No, we can't. That is not allowed in the slightest. Hey, dude, can you... Oh, I see. Thank you, my friend. I quite appreciate what you've done for us today. Huh. So can we... Oh, I see. Oh, I see. So we can use this as an elevator, can we? Oh, we can. Oh, this is nice. I like this. You know, I heard about this game quite a while back, but I never played it because I was a combination of lazy and just didn't have the game. Mostly they didn't have the game, but you know, ooh, jeez. This seems like exceptionally dangerous, and George doesn't seem to care in the slightest about the amount of like imminent death and danger he is currently in right now. Ooh. Is that a can of food? Can we get that? I mean, I don't think George actually needs to eat, so it's not like it's that big of a deal, but I mean, I would like to see if there's something we can get out of this can of food. Anything good? Nothing. Ugh, of course, that's how it's gotta be. Oh, hello. You are a terror creature. I'm gonna call you Fred. You're gonna be my best friend. Oh. Fred has immediately proceeded to kill himself. Okay, well, our best friend has just killed himself. I'm gonna go cry in a corner somewhere. That's gonna be fine, don't worry. This isn't a seriously traumatizing event. No, not in the slightest. Okay, let's see. I see. So we can't hit these crab things, because if we hit these crab things at the wrong time, we will be electrocuted to death, which I count as a bad thing to have occur to us, but, you know. What do I know about electrocution? It's not like I've ever been electrocuted before, which is technically, untrue. It's only a minor jolt. Teaches you to never plug in any sort of blender implement with your hands all, like, covered in water. Did I literally just do the same? Avert your eyes from the screen. As I was saying, yes, I have, in fact, been electrocuted by a blender. Not exactly what I would call my favorite thing to have happen. Oh, are you not? Oh, I see. He's not actually a threat to us. I don't 100% know what. Oh, my word. I don't know what just happened, but it did not seem good for that small creature. I think we just sent that small creature to our death. To its death, not our death. Jeez. No, we're still alive. We're fine. It's a small creature that's having the tiny bit of trouble there. Hey, dude, can you, like, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, actually working with us there. Okay, so, there we go. Wait, did we need to still be on that? Oh, George. Oh, George, you've made the wrong decision, George. We've totally messed it up, George. And when I say we've, I mean I'm 100% blaming George. I had nothing to do with this. This was not my fault. No, it was totally my fault. 100%. Okay. So we need to hit that, and then we need to send ourselves over here. And then up we go. Oh, that's beautiful. George, you're brilliant at this. Like, I don't know who this George guy is. He seems concerningly... What the heck? Huh. As I was going to say, he seems concerningly fine about the entire, like, imminent death situation that's currently occurring here. I don't 100% understand why he's so okay with this, but, you know, I'm not going to judge George too much here. Oh, my word, George. Please work with us here. We can't touch those crabs. But George seems... I'm pretty sure he's had some form of absolutely harrowing childhood, because this is not phasing him in the slightest, and that's usually a good sign that you've had a harrowing childhood if going through some form of terrible electro dungeon has literally no mental effect on you. You probably have some trouble. What do we have down here? Where are we even going, by the way? I don't mean to be that guy, but I've just spent like 14 minutes just going through random doors. I just want to make certain that we're all clear that there's no rhyme or reason to any direction that George is going right now. George has just randomly decided to go in just wherever the heck he wants to go. Which, I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going in some form of good direction. What is that sound? Oh, wait. Is it just me, or do these glyphs maybe represent a giant creature eating stuff? Yeah, this is probably not a good thing. It's not gonna go well. Hello, my friend. You're a terrible dinosaur monster, aren't you? Can I call you Billy? I hope I can call you Billy. What am I gonna do here? Send stuff into his mouth? Okay, whatever. We can do that. I don't know how dangerous of a person this thing is. I mean, it's arguable whether or not it's a person at all. I mean, we're gonna need a philosopher in here to actually discuss the question of, is terrible dinosaur monster actually a person, or does it just appear to be a person? And is it out? Yep. Okay, I was going to say, is it a bad idea to feed it stuff? The answer is yes. That one is definitely a yes. Billy, can we go at it again? I can't remember if I actually named him Billy or not. As usual, my ability to remember any form of name, whether or not I give it or have actually technically never given it to begin with, is actually atrociously terrible. I'm very bad with all of that. So I'm pretty sure we're doing what we're supposed to do. We have to feed Billy a bunch of blocks, and then we have to try our best to not get burnified by Billy. Billy, no! Billy, I understand that maybe I'm giving you a bit of heartburn here, but it would be in our best interest if you didn't also try to kill me afterwards. I mean, Billy, this is for the greater good, okay? You have to understand that this is how life is gonna go for us. You're some sort of terrible T-Rex trash monster, and I'm some sort of small child with an actual future. Last I checked, there's no jobs for giant T-Rex trash monsters in this economy, Billy. It just so happens that if we want to be productive in society, we have to allow the tiny child who actually has a potential to assist society to survive, Billy. I'm sorry. This is the utilitarian move that has to be done. This is for the best. I'm so glad that George is so thoroughly read up on philosophy that he understands that it is really in Billy's best interest to be killed in this situation. We got him. Nice. I'm sorry, Billy. I know it's unfortunate. There was once a time when you had potential, where people saw you as a really useful... What even are you, a trash compactor? No, I'm gonna level with you. There was never a time when Billy was a practical trash compactor. Billy is a massive waste of money in every way, and it was for the best that we put him down at this point. It's really for the best. Are those boots? Hold up. Do those fan blades have boots on them? Are we gonna get... Oh, hello. Hello, are you a friend of Fred's? I happen to have seen Fred die a terrible death. Oh. Well, once again, no particular indication of how I'm supposed... Oh. Oh, I see. We have a dash ability now. I love dash abilities. Like, dash abilities are legitimately the best abilities in Metroidvania games. It's so good. It appears that we don't have a dash up. It's just horizontal. So what are we supposed to do here? Woo! I'm gonna... Oh, that was probably a bad idea. Okay. I did dash into that guy's cage, which I'm pretty sure is, like, #1 bad idea. Because, oh, those things almost definitely want to eat us. I'm just gonna level with you. That is certainly a thing. Hey, can you come over here? Hey, I have some treats for you. You want to come over? Come on. There we go. Yep, I'm not having this. I literally just jumped on that thing's head. I'm pretty sure it's going to be very annoyed about that. What even are those things? I mean, I understand a threat like a bunch of communist Santa Clauses trying to come and kill us, but I don't understand the threat of giant black faceless voids. I mean, I say that. That's actually not true. I completely understand the threat of giant faceless voids. Hey, mate, how's it going? How you doing? I'm in a cage now. You can't get me. No matter how much you want to eat my flesh, you're never gonna get here. Ho ho ho! Wrecked! Okay, run. Just run. Was that at all a useful thing to do? I'm pretty sure we need to go this way. We are doing brilliantly here. I mean, well enough. Are those guys controlling those beasts? Huh. Maybe we're some sort of, like, magical wizard person from a magical wizard family, and the Santa Clauses don't like amazing magical electro wizards, and so they are very much interested in, like, killing us. That could be a thing. You know, it could be a thing. I don't quote me on it because, you know, I have no clue. But it could be that we are wizards, Harry. George. George, sorry, your name is George. We could change his name to Harry. I mean, he still technically doesn't have a name, so I'm pretty sure that given that we're some sort of like meta god creature, there's really no necessity for us to worry about whether or not George thinks that our name is proper. This does not look good. This looks very bad. There's a scroll thing in there, and I kind of want that scroll thing, and I kind of know exactly how to get that scroll thing. I also kind of know that this is a terrible idea. Oh, nope. I just completely clicked the wrong buttons twice. Come on, mate. George! Yeah, I knew that was a bad idea. I knew that was going to happen. George, I'm so sorry for killing you. Can we actually, like, get on these guys' Oh, wow, that was quick. That was much faster of a death than I expected. See, I was going to jump on their heads and try to get it, but apparently they are very good at eating George. I mean, that's saying something because George is about the size of those creatures, and they definitely ate George in one bite. That is impressive. Anyway, for now, that'll bring us to the end of this episode, as George has just given himself some pretty amazing abilities of dashing around and punching stuff and making it magnetic, which, quite frankly, amazing. That is just a beautiful set of abilities that George has gotten for himself. Anyway, for now, Ooh. Well, that would better explain exactly how we're supposed to actually get that item. As I was going to say, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. I swear I'll get this under control at some point. Hard to tell when, but, you know, it'll happen. And of course, as always, we're now trapped, actually. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna level with you. I said I had a plan, but I don't have a... I actually didn't say that. That is technically incorrect. I never actually said I had a plan. But anyway, thanks for watching, and of course, as always, enjoy the rest of your day.